I've been diagnosed with preeclampsia and gestational hypertension, and these are the signs that I had that I completely ignored for high blood pressure while being pregnant. So I am 34 weeks and 2 days, and for the past month or so, my blood pressure has slowly been going up. I have been seen in the OB emergency room twice this month. Basically, this entire pregnancy, my blood pressures have been really good, like almost perfect, 120 over 80. So about a month ago, I had a very bad stomach flu, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, just horrible. I went to the OBER, I got fluids, I got medication, my blood pressure was slightly elevated there. A few weeks later, the symptoms were still pretty persistent, but I started to experience a really bad headache. This headache was it literally felt like my head was gonna explode. It was so much pressure. I literally said I think I'm gonna have a stroke. I did end up in the ER like 6 hours later. My blood pressure was really high there. They were able to monitor me and push fluids, give me medication to bring it down enough to go home. I experienced a lot of flushing in my face. I was super red. I have kind of like a puffiness now to my face. The swelling isn't too bad in my extremities, but that is also another sign of preeclampsia. So basically, I was just chalking all these signs up to a really bad stomach virus, but looking back now and after speaking to my high risk OB, he basically said that when your blood pressure is so high that your body is basically working overtime, and all these signs that I thought was from a stomach bug was actually probably from high blood pressure. So fortunately, at my 34-week OB high risk appointment, my doctor caught it, was super concerned. It was around 150 over 100, which is extremely high because I typically run pretty low, around like 110 over 70, 60-ish. I've been admitted and they're monitoring me now, so I am in good hands. But for preeclampsia, it is something that's not talked about. There's not a lot of awareness, and people just don't know how dangerous it can turn and quickly. High risk OB said that even the healthiest person can be diagnosed with preeclampsia, and it can just show up out of nowhere in your pregnancy. The best way to overcome preeclampsia is to deliver the baby. So that is why we are looking at possibly delivering her. He said it was too late to start meds, but hopefully we can keep my pressures down enough to keep her in just a little bit longer. So for any woman that's experiencing anything out of your abnormal, please get checked out. Don't be scared to go to the ER. Don't be scared to speak up and advocate for yourself, because as women, we just are medically gaslit and neglected and not taken seriously. So I am glad that I advocated and I went to the ER multiple times. I've had my pressures charted, and they were able to go back and see slowly over time that I am getting to a critical spot in my blood pressures. So I hope if you're going through something similar, you advocate and you do what you need to do to be seen and heard. And hopefully soon we get to meet baby girl, and nothing but good news from here on out. So, yeah. I can't believe it's almost time, guys.